It is time now for Ask the Expert. More than 75 million Americans are playing fantasy football.
Yeah, and turns out the strategies for picking players can translate into a lesson about managing money.
There's always a money lesson, right? Joining us this afternoon, certified financial planner Tony Drake with wealthofwisconsin.com. So, okay, who makes up the perfect fantasy team?
You've got me intrigued here, because I saw your list.
I wish I had the perfect team for you, but there are some great interpretations we can take from fantasy football to help us with our finances and retirement.
So how are we going to do that? Who's number one on your list?
Well, we're going to start with the quarterback. Got to be Aaron Rodgers, right?
Got to be Aaron Rodgers. What do we learn from him?
Need a great leader of your team in football, and so we got to have a great leader in finance as well. Pretty tough to do your entire financial plan, set up for retirement by yourself. So a lot of great professionals out there that can help you.
Of course, if we made the kind of money that Aaron made, the financial plan would be pretty good.
A lot easier, right? Yeah. All right, so you need a running back.
Yep, Doug Martin had a couple tough years out there, bounced back last year, was second in the entire NFL. So you can bounce back in your retirement as well. If you haven't made the contributions, there's some catch-up contribution options that once you turn 50. Normally in a 401k, you can save $18,000 a year. They allow you to put an additional $6,000 once you hit 50 or older. In your IRAs, it's $5,500, and you can put an extra $1,000. So great ways to catch up there.
Always want to bounce back.
You want to bounce back, absolutely.
Number three.
Number three is your wide receiver. So Julian was actually a quarterback in college.
Oh.
So he knew his options for playing in the NFL were better if you changed to wide receiver. So you want to be willing to adapt your plan in your financial years as well, because you know, your 20s, 30s, having kids, it's going to be a much different financial plan when you hit your 50s and 60s. If you need a good calculator, we have one at our website, wealthwisconsin.com.
So your game plan can change a little bit. Your skill set can change over time.
Yeah, you really want to adapt your plan. It's going to be a far different plan. You know, you think about risk tolerance, time to retirement. You want to adapt that over the years.
We got two more on the team, a tight end and a kicker.
Yep, so your tight end, that's really important. We got Rob Gronkowski when it comes to fantasy football.
He's a tough player.
Yeah, tough player. He's a no-brainer, scores a lot of points. The no-brainer in our retirement planning is your 401k. Still shocking how many people don't do it. They're missing that match. That's free money. That's really the no-brainer when it comes to your financial planning. You got to do your 401k. We recommend 10 to 15% to start. If you can do more, that's great.
All right. What was there was one more? The kicker.
Adam Vinatieri, oldest player in the NFL, 43 years old, reliable. Got to think long term.
He's so old.
Yeah, right. Well, for football. Yeah. Right. I don't want to think about that being old, but you know, he's the oldest player, long game. Same thing in retirement. You got to think about the long haul. Don't let the dips of the market get you stuck. Really think about where you're going to be at retirement and plan for that.
So good to have them on your financial team. Maybe not so much on your financial or your fantasy football team.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is a good pick.
That's right.
All right, we won't go down that road.
We're talking finances, not football, Charles.
All right, got a question for our experts. Email them at Ask the Expert. If you have a question about fantasy football, email that to
Lance Allen.
No, Tony.
There you go.
Todd Burks.
That's might do better.
We got the number there on the screen. All right, still ahead. What they